I think it's going to be a fun interview, and I can't wait. I'll be honest with you, I didn't see all the questions. I want to be not so prepared.
It's not for a big audience or something like that, but it's kind of fun. Okay, Eman, are you ready for 41 questions interview?
Fire up.
Okay. Is Sigma profitable business?
It has been since day one, always been, and I hope always will remain. There's one thing I believe in, it's called Ikigai. Have you ever heard of the Ikigai?
Mm-mm.
So it's a Japanese philosophy. It tells you 4 things, and if you hit those 4, then you're living a great life.
Uh-huh.
And those 4 things are job-wise. No, if you love what you're doing, if you're good at it, if it makes you money, so it compensates you fairly, and if it's great for society. So if you hit those 4, if you love what you're doing, you're good at it, it pays you well, and it's great for society, then you have found your Ikigai. And I think with events, I have that.
How long do you run this business?
Since 2013.
Okay, so it's almost 7 years. You know, I'm 26, so for me, 7 years is pretty long period of time.
Couldn't agree more. The older you get, 7 years will look smaller and smaller, you know?
I guess so. Where did you work before, Sig?
I never had a job anywhere. I always did my own thing. I did some affiliate business for a while, which, you know, didn't go so well. So I would say I've been an events guy all my life. I must admit, I'm better at doing events than being an affiliate myself.
Why conferences? Why not an affiliate network? Or why you didn't open your own online casino, for example? I'm sure you had and still have a lot of opportunities for that.
Yeah, great question. I've had people asking me to become shareholder with them, but there's one thing I believe vociferously in, and that is not competing with my clients. So if I have a summit and I have casinos, I have affiliates attending my show, I want to remain neutral in their eyes.
I think it's perfect answer. I just right now started to understand the owners of Affise as well, because all our clients keep going to ask us, why don't you want to open your own affiliate networks? You guys have a lot of opportunities for that, right? But
yeah,
the answer is exactly the same as you just did. Yeah. What do you think about competitors, if you have some?
Love them. I love them. They keep me on edge. They make sure I don't relax too much. There's a lot of them, a lot who are doing a great job, and we learn a lot from each other.
And what's your current obsession right now?
I'm obsessed at the moment with punctuation. So until COVID, we were an events company. Since COVID, we rebranded ourselves as an events and media company. So that means a lot of content is being dished out. Mm-hmm. And I've been focusing a lot on making sure that our content is spot on 24/7.
What's one thing you can never live without it?
The phone, hands down. My business, my friends, my hobbies, I see everything through the phone.
How you would describe yourself in 3 words?
Supportive, I would say, stubborn, and motivated.
It's interesting. How you will describe the industry you're working in 3 words?
So it's fun, it's fast changing, and it's a little bit of crazy as well.
I guess someone from my previous guest described the industry exactly with the same words. Interesting.
Really? Okay. I need to know this guy or girl.
Are digital conferences better in your opinion?
Hell no. Hell no is the simple answer. But I believe digital conferences are great if you just want to sit down and soak it up and learn. So for content, great. But if you want to do business, which is what our summits are known for, you need to meet face-to-face. You need handshakes, you need face-to-face long conversations, and you need to observe non-verbal communication to understand if the person in front of you is worthy of your business. And you can't replace that with a virtual summit.
That's true. One more question. We didn't have it in the list, but just came to my mind. What the maximum number of participants you had at your conferences?
15,000 people.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
It's a good bumper crowd. The show is a world show now, so people come from all over the world because gambling is everywhere.
True. What's one thing people would be more surprised to know about you?
People would be surprised to know that I don't gamble, but I do run an online gambling show.
Well,
I'd say that one, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We have in Russian language such a phrase that you're a person who making shoes but without your own shoes, something like
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. What's your favorite company in iGaming industry?
Very good question. I won't necessarily mention the name because I don't want to give them, any advantage over their competitors.
Mm-hmm.
But there's one company that I really look up to, and they're creating an AI, artificial intelligence software that will detect problem gambling by the way the player clicks on the mouse or clicks on the keyboard. So AI will detect a pattern and will determine whether the player has a gambling addiction. That software, to me, should become compulsory on all casino websites, enforced by the regulator. Because I believe a lot in regulated markets that look after the best interest of the player and not necessarily the best interest of the casino. So this is the company that I've been following, and I hope these guys make it eventually. They're going to need a lot of steam to persuade the regulator to make their software compulsory, but I believe that's the direction we're heading into.
What is your dream in life?
Well, my dream is to eventually find a bit of a balance, less time thinking about work, more time thinking on how to spend time qualitatively, with family, friends, myself as well, me time. Because of work commitments, I can't switch off. And that's a problem which many business owners have.
Yeah, I think that's a dream of a lot of people.
Yeah, especially when you own your business, the minute you switch off, your competition is being given the opportunity to be a step ahead. So it's tough to switch off. Sometimes I wish I was an employee who can close his laptop at 5 o'clock.
Just leave.
And just enjoy the last few sun rays at the beach.
Well, yeah. What is your career dream?
My career dream is to expand into all continents, or all major continents for gaming. So currently gaming, our show Sigma is in Europe. We have a show Sigma Asia, and we have Sigma Latam. I'm looking forward to expand, to solidify those three, but to expand into Sigma Africa and Sigma North America as well.
What dream vacation you currently planning, or in general, your dream vacation?
I'm not planning any, but if there's a place I like to go to, every year is Bali in Indonesia. I think the people there are great. The culture is great, especially Ubud. It's a very artsy place. You find a lot of talented people. The food is also great, and the weather is great. It ticks so many boxes that Bali I keep going to every year.
My dream. Eman, are you ready to talk a little bit about your private life?
Fire up.
Okay. Are you married?
Yes, I am.
Do you have kids?
One kid, 2 years old today.
One more time, happy birthday to her. What's her name?
Yeah. Emilia. We call her Mila for short.
Oh, very nice. Beautiful. Okay. Describe your wife in 3 words.
I would say she's loving, first and foremost, tactful, and motherly. She's the best mom I've seen in my life.
Beautiful. Would you like to have more kids in the future?
Yeah. 2 more. One mine, and I'd love to adopt the 3rd one.
Adopt one. Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you think
I know it.
like
I know many people don't really think about that too much, but
that's why actually I'm a little bit surprised.
yeah, but think about it this way. I've received so much, so I had a great childhood. Because of that, I managed to build a successful company, and I've managed to raise my own great family. There's millions of kids out there who don't have the same luck that I had. And the only difference between me and them is just pure luck. No? So if I can give a child a chance from those millions of children, if I can give one child a chance, because there's a lot of children who don't have the same opportunities which I had, I think I would be solving one of many issues that this world is plagued with.
Is it difficult to work with your wife in one company?
Not really, no. Look, when you employ 40, 50 or more people, you want to surround yourself with people you can trust blindly, with people who have the best interest of the company as much as you do. And I know that I can rely on my missus for that.
Of course you are.
So getting that extra bit of trust level from someone who's your partner, I think it actually helps a lot. And no, we don't really argue. I
never have been thinking about it in this way. Oh my God, I think this interview is just like opened my eyes on so many points. Your best habit?
Ooh, punctuality.
Your worst habit?
Penny wise, pound stupid. That means I would, for example, hire someone who costs 10,000 a month, and this guy doesn't deliver that much, but then I would obsess about 50 euros purchase.
Oh my God, it's so true. I should rethink about it, about my life, I think. But now I'm thinking, as a girl, like I can spend 1,200 for a bag. But just, I don't know, right now I have been on vacation, small vacation, you know, and I don't know, I see the price for a cocktail, like not as usual 10 bucks, it's like 20 bucks. And I'm like, oh, no.
And you don't buy it. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. Okay.
So you're penny-wise, pound stupid, just like me.
Oh my God. If you could meet now with one person from the industry, who would it be?
Yeah, not directly from the industry, I would have to pick, let's say, the Chinese president. If I could get the chance to explain to him that regulating online gaming is the way to go rather than banning it. There's players going on the black market, playing in unregulated casino brands, and I believe everyone benefits if the place online gaming is regulated. So I'd love the opportunity to explain that to him.
Okay, which book will you recommend to read and why?
There's a good book which I always recommend. It's called The World is Flat by Thomas Friedman. And the book talks about how the world, thanks to new technology, thanks to better transportation and better communication, how the world is becoming one global village where everyone knows each other. And literally the world has shrunk.
What the last movie made you cry?
A Beautiful Mind by Russell Crowe. It's an older movie, but we were watching it recently and it hit a sensitive nerve there.
How long are you living in Malta?
All my life, practically. I've done a few stints in South Beach, Miami, in Fairfax, Virginia, in Riga, Latvia. But since last year, I've been living in Miami, the Philippines. Oh, in Manila, sorry, not Miami. In Manila, the Philippines.
Interesting. And what's the coolest thing about Malta, in your opinion?
The people. First and foremost, Malta has no natural resources, no timber, no gold, nothing, except for a bit of limestone. And the country has managed to have one of the best GDPs, one of the strongest economies worldwide, thanks to its people.
What's the strangest thing you did for Sigma?
The strangest thing I did for Sigma was in my third year. When I started Sigma, I had stiff competition. And I was alone, and there was another event made from big companies, a union of 4 or 5 big companies. And they tried to slaughter my show, rightly so. That's business. They didn't manage on year 1, they didn't manage on year 2. So they tried to join forces on year 3. But I wasn't gonna join forces with someone who tried to slaughter my show the previous 2 years, no? So I remember the assistant of one of those big companies calling me, asking me for a meeting to go to the boss's office. And I went dressed up in my beachwear. So this was a company where everyone goes in suit and tie, but I didn't want to, I wasn't interested in engaging in serious discussions. I just wanted to have a bit of fun. So I walked into their office in flip-flops, beachwear, towel on my shoulders, and I think he got the message.
With a little bit of sand on your body.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What the situation will make you nervous?
Well, COVID has made me nervous
Yeah.
because, look, healthy competition doesn't scare me, doesn't make me nervous. It's actually, I thrive in competition. But when something so big, so novel comes out of nowhere, such as a pandemic like this, that caught me off guard. So we had to learn fast, we had to adapt fast, which we did, but it did make me nervous.
So you could be the best in the world at any sport. What would it be?
I love basketball. If I can be that Michael Jordan, I would take that in a heartbeat.
Great. Okay. What's the best thing to do with a girl on a first date, in your opinion?
Listen a lot, and the few words that you're gonna throw in, make sure you're funny. I think those are two key ingredients on a first date. There's time to be serious.
Our CTO Dimitri gave exactly the same answer as you are. Interesting.
Dimitri knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Okay. What was the funniest situation at Sigma conference, in your opinion?
Something that brings a smile to my face is that moment when we invited a politician to speak. And usually politicians, they come, they do their speech, and they whiz right through and out of the door. But our conferences are quite buzzing. So there's bars serving drinks so people can network in a friendly environment. And this minister came in and he was the last to leave. The guy was having such a great time touching base with everyone from the industry. Seeing him with a pint of beer at our conference, brings a smile to my face.
Great. What was the saddest situation at Sigma conference?
It's a bittersweet moment because we had just finished the show, but we knew that a very valuable player in the company was leaving because he needed to spend time with his family back in Poland. So I would say that was a bittersweet moment in the company. Now we build a company. To me, a company is important that everyone in the company is not irreplaceable. How do you determine the strength of a company? If you remove someone and the whole business collapses, then you don't have a company. So I obsess about making sure that nobody is irreplaceable.
That's strange. Don't you think so? I mean, now you're telling, as far as I understood, that you can easily replace all of your employees, right?
Well, that's an extreme way of seeing it. But I think in order to have a successful company, it's important to invest a lot in your people. But it's also important not to rely, for your business, not to rely exclusively on one person remaining in the company.
What's your favorite food?
I'd say Thai food.
Thai food. Cool. Accepted.
Very healthy.
And very spicy.
Exactly.
My personal opinion. Okay. What's your favorite alcoholic drink?
Whiskey sour.
Great. What would you bring on your one-way trip to Mars?
My family and my phone.
Okay. Right question. Right answer. Sorry. What would you bring on your one-way trip to Mars?
My phone.
Really? So not your wife, not your child. You will bring your phone.
Yeah, look, you got me there, but I'll get out of this. If I take my wife, my child is going to miss my wife a lot. If I take my child, again, she's going to miss my wife a lot. So those two need to stay together, especially in this time. The child is so young. She needs her mom.
Where would you spend your retirement?
Two places. I wouldn't be able to live in one, so I have to narrow it down to two. That's Thailand and Switzerland.
Just my dream. Told you already. What is something you know about conferences that no one else knows?
I think the secret sauce of our summits is that we believe business is done not between companies, but business is ultimately done between people.
I would like, with you, to play with these cards.
Cards, that's gambling.
Yes. Blackjack. The rules will be the following. We will play one round, And if I will win, I will get 50% discount on ticket to Sigma, to next Sigma conference. And if you will win, you will get 50% discount for you or for your clients on the first invoice of Affise usage. Fair enough?
Sounds fair. Let's do it.
Okay. 2 cards for you, 2 cards for me. Your cards.
Oh, wait. Lower it down a bit. Okay.
Okay.
I don't need a card.
Okay, I need one.
You lost?
Yeah. And what?
Yeah, blackjack. Oh, well,
Oh my God.
I'm lucky, yeah. So you're gonna give me 50% of what?
50% discount on the first invoice of Affise package. 50% discount. Oh my God. I think my founders will kill me for that, but.
Well.
Okay, so we're done.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been delightful.